You're going to be so sad about the news in this video. A friend of mine wanted to show off some of his collection that he got. He got these silver Hulk Avengers pieces. Looks like from 2014. And, he's happy with these things. He's like, let me show you the, silver that I have. Because he knows that I'm a silver collector. He wanted to show me what he bought years back. Upon looking at them, they felt weird. And I want to explain what they felt like and what we found out right now. Well, hello, everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. So long story short, these are not real coins, unfortunately. The real versions of these are like $80 a piece. And when my friend had purchased these, he paid a good amount of money, he said, for these. But unfortunately, the seller that he bought them from is long gone now. And that's typical from a shady seller, is that they will sell you the product that's not real. And then they'll, get out while they can, because they don't want to have to end up refunding all these buyers for all their fake purchases they end up getting. So be careful who you buy from out there. Make sure you buy reputable. The big name places online are probably the places you want to go. Remember that eBay, when you go there, you deal with all kinds of levels of sellers. Some very reputable people on eBay, and some not so much. It also said 999 fine silver. Hopefully we can try to zoom in and see that. It says 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, and it has the Marvel logo right there. But he said, go ahead and take it out of the plastic for me. And upon taking it out of the plastic, this is what I noticed. This is somebody who's, held silver rounds a few times now. So I held it like I'm supposed to on the edges, like this. But I felt like it was super light. Now, unfortunately, when I was out, I didn't have access to a scale or any of my testing, equipment. But I could tell just by putting my hands on it a little bit that it felt weird. You can feel the reed right here. It feels like, I don't know, just like slippery. It's a different kind of metal from silver. And it felt unusual. It felt lighter than it should have been. When you're dealing with a troy ounce of silver, it should be, kind of heavy. It feels unusual in your mind when you're holding it. It just can't quite wrap your head around such a heavy thing being 1 ounce. But we did actually find a magnet. And I told him, I said, hey, I bet if I took a magnet and stuck it near these coins, they would stick. And I said, silver should not stick to a magnet. You know what I found? This right here is what I found. I found that these coins will stick to a magnet. That is an easy way to test that they are not legit. Now, unfortunately, not all fakes will stick to a magnet. Some fakes are, definitely built differently, and that is not something that you can always do. But in this case, that was an easy test, and it totally worked. I did want to do some other tests, and I want to show you some things that I have, some very cheap testing equipment that you should have if you're going to buy silver and gold. And then some expensive stuff too that you may want to consider. So I have some things here. Let me show you on my desk. I have a digital scale. You just saw that magnet. I have this coin ping tester, which you can get for dirt cheap. And I even have a discount code I'll put in the description of the video, and the link to get these. I love bringing these to like a coin show or a coin shop because it's real easy for me to just put that in my pocket and then whip that out and then test coins and rounds on the fly without needing to, put something big in my pocket. Hopefully this is charged, or bring other things. I can just bring that ping tester, and I'm pretty happy about that. Anyways, I also have an expensive tester too, the Sigma Metalytics, and I'll show you how that works here on those coins. And let's just first test the weight, because I did notice that it tested kind of unusual. Like I said, I felt like it was light. We're going to, it's 0.95 troy ounces. So that's not going to be good. I did ping it in my hand, and this is something you can do for free, is just by taking another coin to it and hitting it like that with the other coin. Don't have it in the plastic, the other coin, but I want to show you that right now. Unfortunately, I can't, because these coins don't belong to me. I can't just like rip them apart and find out what kind of metal was inside. I'm going to give these back to my friend, but he let me borrow these just so I can show you all what he found and maybe save you all some money if you see these coins out there, or at least find out ways to test them. But I did this right here. And that's a free test. It just sounded weird. Silver should have a bit of a ring to it. Different coins, depending on the purity, 90%. Sterling has a really, really long lasting ring. 999 tends to not be as, it doesn't teeter off as long and have a long ping to it, but it still should have been longer than that. It's almost like a dull thud. So what I can do is I can take this pocket pinger with a little stick right here and kind of hit a little rap on the edge, and we can hear what it sounds like. And you hear it's just a thud. You can actually use, and I have one right here, I have a 999 fine silver bar. And this is just a regular silver bar, nothing special. It says Merry Christmas on there. And if this video comes out around Christmas time, then Merry Christmas to you, or Happy Holidays, whatever you believe in. I'm a Christmas guy. You can use this on silver bars and everything. Listen to the difference just with the 999 fine silver bar. This little pocket pinger, which is only a few dollars, man, I tell you what, this will save you some money if you have this right here. You go to a big coin show, coin shop, you go to a pawn shop, you go to some kind of antique shop, you go to some kind of house where you're doing a deal and you want to try to make sure this stuff is legit. I bring this thing with me, man. And it's kind of cool too to show people when you're out and about, like maybe like you're out doing a deal, buying a big lot of silver and gold, right? You can bring this out and start testing things, and they're wowed by this thing. They're like, what? There's a ping sound to gold and silver? Like, yep. And then if you find something fake, you'd be like, hey, listen, I'm not buying that. No offense, but I believe it's fake, and this right here is going to save me some money. It's going to make you do some more research on your product. But anyways, there's a discount code on that in the description of my video if you do want to get in on that. I don't benefit from that discount code, so that's all you guys if you want it. Guys and girls, excuse me. Last thing I do want to use is a very expensive Sigma Metalytics Precious Metals Verifier. This kind of will tell you if that product is within the measurements of what 999 fine silver should be. And can this machine be fooled? Yep, it can. I've showed that off a little bit on my channel that it can be fooled, but a lot of times, I'd say 99.999 times out of whatever, it's going to be on the money. And so let's just start with, I don't know, one of them. We'll put it on the 999 fine setting right there, and we'll put it on the little green sensor. And you can see, if the light wasn't blinding us, that the arrow all the way to the right signifies that this is not a 999 fine piece. It's saying that for the parameters set to 999 fine, that it's way off the path right here. This is not where it should be. Let's try the other coin and put it on there. Notice how it turned off. That usually tells you that there's some iron in the coinage. As per the instructions from the Sigma Metalytics, when it resets the machine like that, then it's probably a little bit of iron, which would explain why the magnet sticks to it so easily, because iron is magnetic. Yeah, that's what's happening here. So just to show you what you should see, I'm going to use that same little Merry Christmas bar right here, which is a 999 fine silver piece. And we're just going to put it on the middle. And you can see how the little bar is within the brackets, which means that it is within those parameters of what is tolerable for 99.9 pure silver. And that is good. So that's a good piece in the middle. And this will reset the machine. It's no good. Has some iron in there. Yeah. A magnet is also a good thing to have with you when you're going places, because you can see that's an easy test. But I'm finding more and more that the modern fakes, counterfeits, they're not magnetic. Some are, some aren't, but a lot of times magnets are not working for your fakes. And there's all kinds of them out there. Don't let anybody fool you. There's fakes that come in every shape and size. Here's a fake silver eagle. I have literally entire just collections of fakes, and I've showed off giant collections of fakes on my channel. Even simple things like clad quarters that have been counterfeited. It's absolutely crazy what is faked out there, but I've showed those on my channel, so don't think that, oh, I can stick with Mercury dimes or Roosevelt dimes or, whatever the case may be, and I can be safe, because I've literally showed those on my channel. So be very careful out there. Have ways to test your precious metals if you are going to buy them. These were, what would I say, $80 a piece or so when I looked them up, and they're like sold out everywhere, so they're hard to find. You know, pay 80 bucks if you want to, but then just pay a few bucks and get something like this, or get a magnet or a scale, digital scale, and with your purchase, just so you know, that have some peace of mind that these are legit. Because let's face it, if my friend never brought these to me, he may always think that those are real, and he may pass them off to his kid one day saying, hey, these are silver coins, these are worth something, it can help you buy something you need, blah blah blah, if you want to sell them. And then they go to sell them and find out, wow, dad sent me off on a wild goose chase, and there's no value in these. These are fake. That's not good. No bueno. And I see that happening a lot when people go to sell their silver and their gold that is fake, and they think that they're going to be able to pay their, whatever kind of bill that they had coming up. Maybe their washing machine, their dryer broke, and they want to go ahead and sell some of their silver. And then they're finding out that it's all fake. And now they're having to buy a washing machine with other money that maybe they don't really have. And yeah, it's a stressful time, isn't it? So make sure you're buying real metals. Shop from reputable sources. If at all you're in doubt, if you're like, man, I don't know if I want to buy all these other machines, even though they're just a couple bucks for some of these things, these little ping testers and a digital scale, they're just a few bucks. But if you're just really stubborn, and I know it, I know how it is. I'm a coin collector. We're all cheap and frugal. Let's call it frugal because that sounds better. But we're frugal people. I get it. Just do yourself a favor and stay with reputable sources, and as reputable as possible, and you should be okay. But if you want to try to get some really good deals out there, sometimes you got to go away from the reputable sources once in a while. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could get burnt. And let's face it, sometimes the reputable sources don't have that really cool thing. These are all sold out on the reputable sources websites. So you have to venture out to other places and try to find these. And if that's something you really, really want, you want this old style 2014 coin, you got to venture out. You got to get away from the reputable. And that's how you can get burnt, for sure. So anyways, that's my long-winded approach to basically show my friend that these are not real. And so just be careful out there. There are plenty of fakes, and they are in all different shapes, all different sizes, and all different types, as you've seen right here. I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is out.